Yo, what's good, family? This is Corey, your friendly neighborhood massage technician, bringing you life, love, and liberation. And this is Healing Tones, where I come on here and bless you with some words, poetry, prose, with the hopes that it brings a light blessing or good feeling to your day. Right? Right. So today we're going to be talking about self-massage and self-massage techniques that you can use at home while we're sheltered in place so that you can continue with your or increase your level of recovery from the workouts that y'all have been doing and to maintain a supple, relaxed, stretched body so that we can, maximize our potential in many ways than one. And to start this off, I'm going to put a little series together so that we know how to address all parts of our body in the process of doing our self massage techniques. And today we're going to start with the feet. The feet. Yeah. And how we massage those and strengthen those. And I may give some strengthening techniques if there's time, but mostly I'm going to give you techniques of how to massage out your feet, generally massage out the feet, and to target certain areas of the foot so that you can, work out some trigger points, release some fascial tension that's in the feet, and how the feet itself kind of draws a lot of energy up into the body and cause additional pains, like say back pain and stuff like that. Making sure that the feet are um, making sure that the feet are mobile and flexible will help stack our body properly so that we're not like giving too much to like say or too much energy into our knees or like putting too much weight on our hips, which kind of obstructs our lower back or other parts of our body. Like making sure that we have good mobile and healthy feet can like help us address many ailments within our bodies. So we just want to make sure that we're massaging them out and keeping them subtle as well and as good as possible. So I'm going to go over a couple of tools that I like to use for self-massage techniques for the feet. And I'm going to go through them in order of, I guess, pain tolerance, I guess. So the first tool I have up for you all is this little guy that we would call a tennis ball. You can get from any I guess like general stores, say like Walmart, Target. They have little tubes of tennis balls come in like little packs of three. And this is a good tool to use, especially for beginners who are just beginning to massage out their feet, because it's a little soft and it's not so penetrating into the foot. So it kind of helps you like get used to the sensation of driving like pressure into the foot to release some tensions and pain. So this is a very good beginner's ball to start to roll out the feet for self massage. Have my other tools like playing around with it in the beginning of the video is the baseball. This is a official league baseball. It's about the same size as the tennis ball, very close to it, but the density of this is a lot more than the tennis ball. So it's more for people who have a greater pain tolerance on their feet because you can really dig and like find some pretty potent spots using the density of this ball versus using the tennis ball. So once you start to get used to this, you can probably like push this into the ground with your foot. But this, you're not going to just drive this into the ground. It's dense and it can hurt if you're not using it properly. So this is like kind of the level up from the tennis ball. And we have this softball, which is the same density as the baseball, but is a lot larger and covers a lot more space and ground. So that is more of like kind of a full foot massage and like kind of a general rub out of the foot, versus it being like more of a detailed rub of the foot, like utilizing the baseball, because this you can get into like finer details like in between the carpals and stuff like that of the feet. a little better with this than you can with this. But this is a very good ball to use to like generally what's the word I'm looking for? Roll out the foot. Roll out the foot to get like a all or holistic massage of the foot. Okay, so we have those things, and I have this little thing here, which is kind of a mound, or say foot mound. Getting out of the shower or like waking up in the morning, kind of stepping on this and kind of uh, tapping into like the trigger points of the foot, because these little mounds are like kind of angled in different ways, so you can kind of attack your foot in different angles to get at some of those little special spots that you would really like to address while doing your foot massages. Okay. And the last tool that I have here, especially this is good for like the times that we're in with the pandemic that we're dealing with. Like we have a little bit more time to really study and look up what we're doing to our bodies. So this here is a reflexology chart that I use from time to time when massaging out the feet. And because like I really don't have to look at my feet to work them out, I can actually look at the chart while, driving the balls or like with the foot mount, and kind of look into like the areas that are causing most pains, and just kind of, study and look up like areas of the body that are causing tension. Like you can possibly notify some other body ailments by triggering spots within the foot. So this is just a good little map to look at and kind of, say, okay, I have a pain here. Oh, that's like something with my heart. I wonder what's going on with my heart. Just kind of to start building up those questions for yourself and to see what kind of answers come back to you, It's a very good chart to use. I got this off of Amazon. You just type in reflexology chart. You'll probably see a couple of these pop up. It also has the hands on there too. So it's a very useful tool. So with all of that being said, just kind of give you the lowdown about why it's important to massage out the feet, and ways or tools that you can use to massage out the feet. I'm going to go into a couple of little techniques that you can use to actually massage the feet. So I'm going to stand up for you all and direct the camera down to me feet. Get some of the stuff out of the way so y'all can see properly. And I can see the camera relatively well. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good position. You can see my little toes and how they're working with the balls and all the other stuff I'm going to use. I'm going to tap into the baseball, and I'm going to start working the self-massage of my feet with the baseball first. So usually when it comes to doing self-massages with this baseball, I usually start off with a general rollout. So it's just like back and forth from where the carpal starts, where the toes, or like in between like or right after where the carpals start, in this little middle section of the foot, and just go all the way to where the heel of the foot is, back up to where the top of the toe starts. So just kind of like massaging all in this little general meaty area. Like if you was looking at your hand, it'll probably be like within here to here is where you're massaging the hand, is relative to where you'll be massaging the foot with this. So it's just a general back and forth, and just kind of looking for areas but not really stopping anywhere, just kind of rubbing the whole foot out. Of course, you can stand up, but be a little bit faster with it if you want, or slow down and like kind of really concentrate on general areas. But like generally to get a start or a warm up to the foot, you just want to rub out these little areas and see where you start to find tension. Afterwards, you start to discover like there are some pain points in the foot. you can concentrate your energy on certain points of the foot that you start to find pains. For me, I'm actually searching around so that I can see if I can find a good spot. Like say, boom, here. Um, so right now I'm driving uh, the ball into, like say, it's like close to the spine, my big toes right here, and it's like right underneath where I am like driving my foot, pushing down into the ground, like I'm stomping the ground right now. Um, and you can just sit there and apply some pressure and just see what kind of sensations come out of that. You can work a little slow. Yeah, that's a good spot. Work slowly and like more give yourself a deep tissue massage in these general areas. You really start to fine tune where you're placing your foot or where you're placing your foot over the ball. You kind of sit in there. One of the good things to remember when massaging and doing self massages, because usually, when you're getting massaged by someone else, it's a lot easier to remain passive and relax in the body and allow the massage therapist to do their work. But because we're doing self massages, we have to maintain some sense of activity in our bodies to work out the other parts of our body. It's just kind of strange. So, with this in mind, we want to maintain as relaxed a posture as possible while massaging parts of the body. And a good way to do such a thing is to make sure that our breath is being exhaled with the sensations that are coming into our body. It's not, we don't want to hold tension in our body. Like, say, if we hit a spot and just like kind of start making, and get down so I can kind of show you a little bit. Start making faces like like those tense faces, because really what you're doing when you're tensing up parts of the body is you're transferring the energy somewhere else in the body. And as we know, like in science, I'm paraphrasing this idea, but energy never dies, it transfers. So in order for us to transfer the energy or the tension out of the body, to transfer the tension out of the body, we have to make sure that we transfer the tension to our breath to be exhaled out of the body, versus transferring the tension to other areas of the body by tensing when we are activating other parts of the body. So again, you want to make sure that we are keeping our lungs supple, and as soon as we catch the sensations, we're breathing them out and breathing them out and making sure that they leave and release from the body. So just wanted to show that's generally the technique that I use for, actually let me drop it down, for massaging my feet out, and just kind of sit with it for a while, and really you can go a little faster, or like once you start to get used to the speed of it, it becomes a lot easier just to kind of drive your foot in there and find these little points. So it's not much to it. You can use the point of the ball to actually stretch into, say, like a calf stretch. This actually kind of deepens the stretch of the calf a little bit more by holding the foot in a position, or holding like the tension of the top part of the toes in a position. So that kind of helps to get a deeper stretch in the calf as well. So not too much to do with foot massages. It's more of just knowing the tools and just getting used to the role, of the foot, and making sure that we are breathing properly when we are giving ourselves a self massage. So with that, if y'all have any questions, please hit me up on the DM or whatever. I can always give instructions. So always, always, always be well. And if y'all have questions, hit me up. So this is Corey the MT, and I'll speak with y'all on the next one. Yeet.